Okay, I'm back. It's Thursday, October the 9th. I just got up a little while ago. Still working on my first cup of coffee here. And since the code change, I could pretty much see what the code is. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use an easy technique. And what I'm going to teach you right now, for those of you that know the system, you could look at the chart. We see on the chart here, we've been going down, down, down. It's the code 2 has gone down about 130 ticks. So what I'm going to do here is this could be a bottom, and I'm going to wait for 2 code 1 entries. You've got 1 on the chart right now. And if we get another one, that would be 2 back to back. Instead of having 1 and then 1 go the opposite direction. One give a long and then turn around and another one gives a short. You know what I mean? That happens. But if you wait and you get 2 of them back to back, especially 3, then it's a much stronger trade. It's a much more high mathematical trade. Let's put it that way. You won't lose as many, and you'll win more. So it's higher math. It's a higher mathematics. Let me see here. Which one am I taking? Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Gotta make sure you don't get confused by that. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so in the interest of time, I know where my out's at. In case it goes there, I'll get out for a small loss. Actually, it won't be that small. Let me see here. Where am I at? It'll be... that'll be a small loss. Otherwise, it's going to keep going up, and I'll ride it up. So let me come back, and I'll show you the progression and or outcome of this trade. But I just wanted to, hammer home one more time that I was taking a second code 1 entry to go long. In other words, another one had just given a long entry. This one gave a long entry as well. Not just taking just one all by itself. When you take 2, it's stronger. When you take 3, it's even stronger. 3 in a row. Those are your big moves. I just want you to watch it here for a second. See, now if it doesn't start moving up and go and break and go up again, it's going to roll over and go down into the next code. But still have 2 code 1 long entries, so just holding for now. It looks like it wants to roll over here though. But maybe not. We'll just play the code. I'll get out if it goes down to a certain level. I'll jump out. Playing the code, all mathematics, all logic. I'll come back. Okay, it's moving up here. Let's see if it's going to give a long entry off the code or not. Or if it does, that'll be 3. That'll be good. I'm going to prepare a break-even stop at 85.81. Because once it breaks and goes up again, I'm just going to put the stop on it. 85.81. 85.81. Okay, I'm going to place the stop. Where's the code at? 85.81. Yeah, I'm going to place the stop now. 85.81. Placing the stop. Hold on, stand by. I've got it ready to place. I just want to see where the code is at exactly. 85.81. Yeah, I'm going to place it. 85.81 on the stop. That gives me a break-even stop. So just in case it wants to, like, go the other way now, roll over into anything at all, it's just going to hit me my break-even stop. It's a way for me to play conservative. If it keeps on going, I'm going to make my exit. If it comes back down, I'm going to protect the loss. I won't make anything, but I won't lose anything either. See what I'm saying? See how I've got the mathematics mastered now? I mean, in this trade, because there's no way I can lose, and I have a possibility now to win. Never be afraid of A, breaking even, and B, taking a small loss. Never be afraid of that. If you want to be afraid of something, be afraid of missing out on all the winners. Be afraid of that. So this is either going to be a draw or a win. And if it's a draw, don't even worry about it. Why? Because you know the code. You can just take another entry again. You know what I mean? Just keep doing that over and over again. And you're going to hit winners with mathematical certainty. This also, what this does, let's say it comes down now and it rolls over and goes into a code and goes short. This will save me from a winner by having, a loser by having that there. If it wants to come back down, doesn't want to keep on going on the chart, it'll just save me from a possible loser. If this is going to be a loser trade, like it's going to come down right now, it'll save me from a loser. 100% mathematical certainty. Okay. It does want to come down. Well, maybe not. It might give another long entry into the next code. I mean, technically speaking, you wouldn't be out yet. So if I wanted to, I could just take another entry into the next code, which I believe the next one is good too. Let's see here. I'm going back too far. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to just let this next one go by to see if it is good, because I want to confirm it, because the code changes happened a little while ago. And what I'll do is I'll start taking trades on to the next hour, and then we'll go into code 2, and I'll take the 1 trade per day strategy, and then I'm going to be done for the day. And I don't think I'm going to be getting up early anymore to take the code 2 trade, because I realize that's where all the money's at, and it's great, and people are emailing me every day talking about how much money they're making, blah blah blah. That's wonderful, but it's too early in the morning for me. I'd rather make $100 a day getting up and when I want, which I make far more money than that, but I'm just saying, than make $1 million a day getting up early. It's just not worth it to me. Or $1 billion, it's not worth it. Or $1 trillion, it's not worth it. All the money in the world, it's not worth it. Not to me. To other people perhaps, but not to me. So I don't want to get up no more. And I will show and prove that this is all being controlled by a computer in another way. By using the code 1 during the time I'm doing it now, and by using the code 2, my bread and butter trade. And showing the mathematical consistency over time, and then you'll see that it's all controlled by a computer, and I can prove my point, which is what I'm out to do. Prove my point. that the whole entire financial system is being controlled by a computer, and I broke the code in 2006. So I will be back and I'll take some more trades using the code and then code 2. 1 trade per day. I'm probably just going to go back just to the 1 trade per day. Why would I, if I'm a proponent of that, and that's the best trade there is, why don't I just demonstrate it every day? And then it'll be 10 times easier on me at the same time. I won't have to get up and deal with all this. I don't need to. I broke the code 8 years ago. 8 years ago. And just think, people still don't know about it. Which goes to show that you can discover a truth that's above and beyond all other truths in this world with respect to the financial system. And there's no way for you to get it out. You'll be shut down everywhere you go. Everywhere you go to try to tell somebody, you're shut down. Everywhere. Isn't that amazing? It's just like the blackjack secret code. I discovered that way back in 1988. What year is it now? Or how many years ago was that? And yet, nobody even knows about it. Why? It's because all the information that's being told everybody is being told to them a lie on purpose. And nobody can come along and correct that lie. There's a reason why everybody's being told the lie to begin with. Somebody just can't come along and come correct it and say, no, you're lying, I have proof. They shut that person down. Just like that. That's what they're doing to me. But if you watch my videos every day, you'll see, oh, by the way, we've got a code 1 long entry. Code 1 long entry, but I just want to see if it's good. If it's good, then I can use it on the next round. Just want to confirm that it's good. But there is what looks to be a code 1 long entry in place. So actually, I should have just held because I have 1, 2, 3 code 1 long entries in place. Assuming the third one is good, I have to see. But anyway, that's one of the easy things you can do using the code is just wait and see, look and watch and see if it's good, and then use it. If it's no good, then don't use it. Pretty easy. Once it's no good one time, just don't use it. Because it can't possibly be the code. So, so anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna start trading. Maybe just the 1 trade per day. That one's really easy for me to take. Comes at a really sweet time. Allows me to get everything else done the day that I want to do. All the other things I'd like to do during the day. It allows me to get it all done. Then take just 1 trade per day. The mathematics are so high on it. You could just go as many contracts as you want. As many contracts as you can afford with a buffer in your account. That's how high the math is. You could just go 10 contracts, 15, 20 contracts if you wanted to. Personally, I don't think there's any reason to make any more money than just with 5 contracts, but, everybody's different. But anyway, the point is to all this, the real point, is that everybody's got all these trading systems and using these indicators and all this stuff. All nonsense. Listen, I've been trading professionally since like 2000, 2001. You can't even imagine the utter nonsense all that is. It is absolute 100% prime time nonsense like there was no tomorrow. And the really sad part is it's all being taught on purpose. They know it's nonsense and they're teaching people on purpose. And you say, why would they do that? They're evil. Why would people put this onto a computer? And then act like it really trades? Why would they do that? Because they're evil. That's why. Nobody good would ever do something like that. Nobody. And it's not just that, but all these people that you're seeing on CNBC, they're all lying about everything. They purposely tell people to do the wrong thing on purpose so they lose their money. On purpose. Jim Cramer, Larry Kudlow, all of them. On purpose. Mark Faber, Peter Schiff, all of them. They all know that what they're saying is a lie and that it's the exact opposite of what you should do. You can wake up to the truth and reality, or you can, be deceived by all these people, This is all controlled by a computer. I tried to tell them. I tried to issue a press release to the press. I gave them mathematical proof that it's all controlled by a computer. Told them I'm a scientist. Told them that I broke the code in 2006. Gave them all the pictures, all the math. Showed them everything that I have. All the information. I gave it all to them. Everything that I've got. All the proof. Do you know what they did? They left. And they said they're not going to issue the press release. And they said that if I can get CNBC to verify what it is I'm talking about, then they would issue it. Well, CNBC is in on the scam. They all know it's controlled by a computer. They take it far beyond that, and they purposely lie to everybody and tell them to do the wrong thing on purpose so they lose their money. Everybody loses their money that watches CNBC or watches Jim Cramer. Everyone. All people do. You didn't know that, did you? It's really bizarre the way this world works. Everything that everybody thinks is good is evil. And ironically, everything that everybody thinks is evil is actually good. It's really bizarre. They've turned everything upside down. Everything. All knowledge, all truth, everything. As a scientist and philosopher, well-versed in quantum chaos, quantum consciousness, quantum mechanics, quantum theory, neuroscience, world history, biology, physics, computer science, atomic particle theory, cosmology, human physiology, general and special theory of relativity, brain sex theory, how time slows down the further you get from the surface of the earth, using the mathematical concept of measuring rods and clocks. As that kind of a scientist who is well-versed in many different disciplines, I am here to tell you and the world this is all controlled by a computer. The whole entire financial industry is all controlled by a computer program, and that is explained. Everything is explained in the protocols of the learned elders of Zion. Everything that document says has already happened. Everything. Already in place and already totally in control. Everybody that you see and hear is all controlled by them. You only see and hear what they tell you to see and hear. Everybody is works for them. Everyone. And when somebody like me comes along and starts speaking the real truth about anything at all, especially about something so sensitive as the financial system, you're going to be bullied like me. You're going to have carts slammed into you like me. You're going to have people pulling handguns in you at the 7-Eleven like me. You're going to be gang stalked like me and have 20 people following you around everywhere you go, giving you a hard time no matter what you do. Walk into a store, they say smart remarks to you. Everything that you go to the pool, they start laughing at you and pointing at you. Everywhere you go, they're going to constantly follow you around no matter where you are, pretend like they're a stranger, and give you a hard time. That's what's happening. Do you want to wake up to the true reality of what's really going on? Or would you like to watch the television and listen to some Ebola lies? Or some terrorist lies? Or some flu lies? I mean, all the TV is nothing but lies. It's really bizarre what's going on, I'll tell you. Anyway, I have decided to do my good works in front of God and in life by teaching the ordinary person my discovery that I discovered 8 years ago, that the entire financial system is being controlled by a computer program. I have helped over 1,000 people so far learn how to trade. Not all of them are successful. Many of them are. I don't know the percentage. But because this is controlled by a computer, you can in fact do really well with it. If you have the patience and the discipline and the, you can put it all together, everything that you need to be able to make this work. I am doing daily videos now to demonstrate this. I am going to start pushing this one trade per day strategy because it is by far the easiest trade there is. And it is the most accurate at the same time. It's easy to see, it's easy to take, it's accurate. It's hard to beat that, right? So, for a lot of newbies out there, professional traders get in here and trade this and just tear it up. Tear it up with the code. But newbies, they, some of them need more help, and that's the easiest trade, this one trade per day. So you can see the last code entry to go long wasn't good for very much, and it rolled over. It looks like it's rolling over in the key. There's a key there somewhere. I don't know exact key. It might, I don't know exactly what it is, but it's rolling over off the key. So it gave 3 longs, but then turned around off of a short, probably off of a key entry, I would imagine. And always remember, whenever you're going against what the code 2 has been, always remember it's most likely going to be shallow. Sometimes it'll take off, but most likely, mathematically, it'll go shallow on you. It won't go up that high, and then it'll come back down, and maybe later go up, but it just won't. You always want to play, like if it gave you short entries with the code, then, but that came earlier. That was here. Yeah. Let me just take a look at the code today and see how it was. It actually looks pretty. It wasn't super easy today. That's for sure. It started to get better here. See, from right there, it starts getting better now. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 successful entries in a row right there. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 successful entries, 14, 15 successful entries, 16. Well, it wasn't successful to the exit on that one, so we'll just call it 15. 15 successful entries there. So not bad, huh? That's really not bad at all. I mean, it's good, actually. So, well, I was going to get another cup of coffee. Let's do some more trading. Let's do some more trading. Pull up. Come right back. Okay, I have taken a long entry here. code is saying go long. Okay, let me come back. I'll come right back. Okay, now what we want to see here is a second code 1 long entry. Then it'll be perfect. Well, it'll be good, let's put it that way. It won't be perfect, but it'll be what we want to see. Second code 1 long. We certainly wouldn't want to see a short. So we've got it. We've got a second code 1 long entry. So now we've got 2. So now we got a shot at this now, okay? We got a shot at the exit again. Let's prepare a stop at 85.80. See, I'm showing you different techniques for trading. You can play conservative, you know, there's different ways. But see, the reason why I want to get a stop on it is because the chart's been going nothing but down. Okay, so that this is a downside. This keeps giving me long entries, right? And it may take off, but it's still been going down, even though it's made it to its code 2. Still, it could go down more. I always want to get a stop on it because it have a tendency to go up a bit and then just roll over and go back down. So let's get a stop on this thing. I'm going to put it at 85.80. 85.80. I just want it to go up a little bit more to break that high right there at 85, and then I'll go ahead and put it on there. Let's see, where's the code at? Oh no. Okay, well, my out is going to be at the bottom there, okay? So my out's going to be at 71. So let me go ahead and place a stop at 71 now. Instead of having to manually get out, I'll just go ahead and place it. Let the computer take over. 85.71 on the stop. Okay, now I'll adjust that to 80 if it shoots up above here, and then I'll adjust it. Otherwise, it would just come back down and just stop me out for 7 ticks. Or, no, 8 ticks. Yeah, 8 ticks. So 8 tick loss. 8 tick loss versus 20 tick wins. It's good math. But this thing has been doing the same technique where it just wants to go up, off the code, and then back down. But I was thinking we should be working off the bottom here. We should be starting our way back up, because we've already gone down to the bottom of the code 2. Well, I can't say that for sure, but we've probably gone down to the bottom. 120 ticks is usually a bottom. Sometimes it's 140, but 120, 140. If it was going to do 140, probably would have already done it. So since we've already gone 120, there's a decent mathematical chance that we'll go back up now. And it is giving me code 1 entries to go up, so I'm trying it. Going for it. You know, but I'm only going for 20 ticks. It's the normal 20 ticks. I'm not going to try to go for a big trade here. Alright, so what do we got now? Yeah, we got 2 code 1 entries to go long. Okay. Alright, so it's appropriate now to go ahead and place the stop, I think. What are we at? It's a little tight there. We can just break up a little bit higher. Come on. Up to 87. I'll place it. Let me go ahead and prepare it now. Stop. It's going to be at 85.80. 85.80. I'm just going to place it right now. See, because here's the thing. If it goes down, it's most likely going to go down, give a short entry, and go down. If it goes up, it's most likely going to go up and give a short entry, go up. So if it goes up, then it's going the right way, and it'll keep going. If it goes down, then it's going the wrong way and it may keep going. So if it goes down, then it'll just hit my stop and I'll be out break even. And then if it gives a short entry, I can always get back in going short if I want to. See how I can just protect myself like that? You say, oh, it's frustrating to keep getting in and then not hit it. Sometimes it's just going to happen if that's the way you want to play it, but it protects you from your losses. And it's appropriate. I'm going to show you why in a second on the chart. I should probably start showing you more charts. Because I'm looking over at the other charts on the other screen. And it would probably help you to see those. Then you see why I'm placing a break-even stop right there, 4 ticks above where it is, or 4 ticks below where it is. I'll show you in a second. But there's a reason why. Well, by the way, you can see that there is, let's see, 1, 2, 3 code 1 long entries. So we got 3 of them say go long. So it should make it to the exit. You know, usually when you get 3 of them like that, it will do it. And in fact, it probably will go quite a bit higher. Well, I shouldn't say probably. There's what does probably mean? That's a pretty subjective term, right? There's a mathematical chance. There's always a mathematical chance that it's going to go higher than that. But what I'm saying is that there's. Okay, let me try to explain it a little bit better. Whenever you get 3 in a row, or let's go backwards. Whenever you see a big move on the chart, you'll see that there's 3 or 4 of them in a row. Almost always. Like I'd say 90-95% of the time. Yes, that's true. So this could be one of them. In other words, you're seeing 3 of them. Well, this could be a big move. And if it is, then it's going to go a lot more than 20. See what I'm saying? Like for instance, you've got 1, 2, 3 to go long. If a 4th one comes, well, it's not exactly bullish, is it? I'll show you the chart though in a second. You'll see what's going on here. You'll see why it's like this. In fact, we can just let this thing trade. Let's see if it's going to give. If it gives another long entry, it'll go up and hit the exit very quickly. But the thing is I mean, I could go for more. This would be one to go for because there's 4. There's going to be 4 here. It's going to go long. I can see it. So I could easily pull it. Let me just go ahead and pull it. I'll pull it right here, and we will. Let's see. Yeah, cancel the. You know what? Let me not pull it. You know why? Because let's keep the math high. It's not exactly racing up there, is it? But you know what, though? Here, watch. Let me show you something. Let's go to the 10-minute chart first. Okay. That's the 10-minute chart. Yikes. Okay. Let's look at it like that. Okay, so you can see, like pretty much, you know, it's done this and it's come down really hard, and now it's just working in this tight little range, okay? And we're starting to move back up. See how it breaks that high right there? If it breaks that high, we could be moving in free territory now. Who knows where it's going to go? All right. Now let's go take a look at the daily, though. Got to keep it in relation to the daily. Almost at my exit there. Look at where we are in the daily. Okay, we're coming off the bottom on a daily. Now, do you see why I've got a break-even stop in place? Because look, I don't want to get caught in a further downward, you know, tumble here. I'm trying to thread the needle for 20 ticks going back up. And you can see it's having the hardest time in the world trying to do it, isn't it? Hardest time in the world trying to make it for 20 ticks. Because look, that's where we are on the daily. Now you see why I'm playing so conservative. And here we just broke. So we're almost, we're in free territory here. I just need to make up a little higher, and I'll be able to hit my 20 ticks. Just going for it. There are times you just gotta go for it. All right, 1 minute. All right, let's see the code here. Come on, go make it. Stop being so stubborn. Went to 97. I need 2 more ticks. If it breaks below that 92, I'm just going to jump out. Take what profit I've got. If it breaks below the 92, so it goes 91, I'll jump out. That'll give me what? 79, 89, give me like 12 ticks or so, 11, 12 ticks. Come on, jump up there. Come on. It's just funny watching it. It's like, 2 ticks away. Alright. Okay, I'm out right there. Gotta take something from these trades, It just, they just, when you see it struggling like that, and it just doesn't want to go and do it, you gotta use your judgment, but, I mean, you had 1, 2, 3 code 1 short entries, I mean, code 1 long entries to go long, and the thing just can't go, And it's because, why? Well, I showed you. Look, look, look. Look, look, look. Always pay attention to where we are. That's the daily chart. That's the daily chart. Where are we right now? We are at the very, very bottom of a daily chart. You don't, that's not the time to get bullish. So be careful on your long entries. Play them very conservative. On your short entries, let them go. Let them go. See if they don't slide down. So always pay attention where we are on the chart. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and I might just stop for a little bit, because see what's happening is this thing is just basically sitting in limbo right now. Okay, sort of, and it's gonna start to move into code 2, and well, I suppose I could play it. Why not? I'll play it. I'll come back a little bit. We'll take an entry. Okay, I have taken another long entry here. I'm right at the top. Gotta get in somewhere, right? Oh, hang on a second. Okay, I had to take that call right there. Let me put a break-even stop on this. 86.08 on the stop. 86.08 on the stop. Okay, where are we at? Is it coming back down? I cannot get this thing to go up to my exit today. But see, that's also a reflection of the chart. Remember I showed you the chart and I showed you where we are. Now it may break open and just go. That's what I'm, hoping it's going to do from these long entries, right? But that's why it's struggling so much, is because we're coming off the bottom of that daily chart. And it's struggling. It goes up and then it comes back down, and it goes up and it comes back down. See what I'm saying? It just really can't seem to get any traction to really start moving up. And I'm having trouble hitting the exits because of it. But that doesn't mean that you don't keep trying. You keep trying, keep trying, keep trying. You don't just stop and give up. You don't just stop and get out right here. Keep trying. Some days will be really frustrating. Don't let them get to you. Don't let it change the way that you play. Okay, we're looking for a third. What do we got here? We've got, taking a look, we've got one code entry to go long. We're looking for a second code entry to go long. Without getting the break-even stop hit. But I'm going to play that break-even stop because why? I showed you on that daily chart. You don't want to mess. You want to play games with that daily chart like that. And you can see why it keeps coming back. And I'm having trouble hitting the exits. It's okay though. I'd rather have trouble hitting the exits than to lose on a trade. A lot of people have this thing where they say, well, I'm going to make $500 a day. You just set yourself up for failure. Because you can't make $500 a day. There are some days you can make far more than that. There are some days where you won't make anywhere near that. Every day will be different. Don't set yourself up for failure. Do the best you can. If it's a good day, go with it. If it's a bad day, stop. Do the best you can each day. Don't limit yourself. Don't require something of yourself. Just do the best you can each day. Because if you have this thing that you've got to get to, then you push when you shouldn't push. And then you stop when you shouldn't stop. You're having a good day, things are flowing, you got the time, you got the energy, whatever, the will to do it, do it. Good days can turn into even better days. Bad days turn into even worse days. That's just the way it works. I've been doing this for a long time. It's just the way it works. Don't try to fight it. What do we got here? Oh, I've got a short entry. I wasn't even watching. I got a short entry off of code 1. Let me just get out. Take that profit. I've got a short entry off of code 1. I guess I should just go short here, but I wasn't checking to see something. Yeah, it looks like a good code. Looks like a good code. It's just gonna... Yep, it's a good code. It should go down. I'm a little late now. I don't want to chase it now. I wasn't watching. I was sitting there paying attention to something else. Sorry about that. It just goes to show you. Don't take your eyes off the code, Gotta watch it. Gotta see what it's doing. If it just gives you a short entry and you're still in, you should either go short or you should get out, one of the two. Just don't sit there and watch it and go, oh, what just happened? In other words, always keep your eye on the code and always pay attention to where we are. When this thing is looking like that, just remember it's going to have it's going to be hard for it to go up and easier for it to go down. So long entries are, going to be tough. And the code keeps giving long entries. Well, it just did give a short entry right there. That's the one I probably should have took, maybe. We'll see. But anyway, at this point, it's just kind of in limbo right now. Code 2 is going to be coming up. And what I'm going to do now is just wait on code 2. and I'll take the code to 1 trade per day, trade today. You know, I couldn't really do much today, but you only need 1 trade a day anyway. I think this thing is setting up to give 2 code entries to go short. I might take this. Yeah, let me come back. I got distracted again. It's becoming like Grand Central Station around here. Well, I guess it's my own fault because because when I start showing this stuff, you know, people start seeing how real it is. You know, people want to get involved, and I don't blame them. That's why I'm doing this. But yeah, it's starting to get busy. And anyway, as you can see, when I called it earlier and I exited, and I took what little profit I had, and I said it went short. You can see that I should have went short right there, obviously. And I missed it. So, who do I have to blame for that? Should I blame the code, or should I blame myself? I called it. I said it. I got out. I just didn't take it. So learn from that too, you know. Just learn from that. That you will also make similar mistakes. Don't blame the code. Just realize that you are the one making the mistakes. I do it too, as you can see, right in front of your eyes, right on camera, right on video. You can see it for yourself. Make mistakes too. So don't beat yourself up over it, because I don't beat myself up over it. I don't. I used to. I don't anymore. Because you know why? It doesn't do any good. It does no good whatsoever. It won't help you trade better. All it'll do is help make you trade worse. Just always do the best you can. Try. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for and demonstrate the 1 trade per day trade, which I think will become super famous because it's the best trade there is. And I'm going to show it and demonstrate it every day. And this one is a piece of cake for me to do because it comes at a sweet time for me. So this is what I'm just going to do every day. This will prove mathematically that there is a code and that it works, and that, you know, at a minimum you could take that trade, and then at a maximum there's a whole other bunch of other ways you could play this code. So many different ways. Okay, so I will come back and play the 1 trade per day strategy today. I tried to hit 2 exits. I couldn't hit them. I took a small profit on each one. But I tried. And then I will, and I should have took the last one. I would have made an easy 20. So now I would be up, see, 1860, roughly 1800, instead of only 860. But what can you do? On the next one, I'm going to take 20, so I'll be up there anyway. Okay, I'll come over. Okay, now you remember I showed you what the daily chart looks like, right? And you see that we're at the bottom of the daily chart. Well, now truly we are at the bottom of the daily chart. I mean, when I say we're at the bottom, I mean we are at the bottom of the daily chart. Guess which way this thing's gonna go? It's gonna give a short entry. That's gonna be a beautiful short too. I mean, this could be a big trade. A big trade. But I'm just going to take 20 to keep the math really super high. To keep the math really super high. Okay, when I take entry, I'll come back and show it to you, okay? But this is going to be an easy day. This is, you see, everything is tight and it's coiled up and it's going to hit a short entry or whatever. If it gives a long entry, it's not going to give a long entry. Look at the daily. Okay, look. Let me go to. Let's go bring it up. I think that'll. That's the daily chart. Right? Get it? I forgot what my in was. I better get back there quick. What's my in? Okay. Okay, so you see where we are on the daily, right? You can see that, there's only one way this thing's going to go. I seriously doubt it will give a long entry here. I mean, doubt just, and if it did, I probably wouldn't even want to take it. Well, here we go. Here we go. You don't want to miss this one. No halfbacks techniques on this one. And this one would also be appropriate to go for 30, even 40. Appropriate. Now I'm going to do just 20 today because I want to keep the math really super high. Remember, this is a one trade per day long-term strategy. Okay? Keep the math high the whole entire time, you'll do really super well. But if you are already way ahead and you're experienced at this and you want to try to get more on certain occasions, this would be one of them to try for. It doesn't mean you'll get it, but it definitely mathematically is at a point where this would be good. A, it's very tight right now. You know what I mean by that? B, we're at the bottom of a daily chart. Remember I told you what the good ones were? It's the good ones are the ones that are coiled like this. These are the good ones. You don't want to miss them. Whoa! Man, I hate when they make me chase them like that. Okay, I am in. Where's my stop cover me to? 79, 89. It doesn't cover me to the top, but it gets me close. It's probably not going to go up there anyway. It's just going to drop out. May play a little game for a little while, but it's going to drop out. So in the interest of time, let me come back. You can see where it's at. You'll be able to see the chart and everything like that when I come back and see what it did. And I'll come back and I'll show you the progression and, of course, the outcome of this trade. But it's probably going to be a quick 20 ticks. Okay? Not going to take too long, I would imagine, because of the daily chart that I just showed you. So you always want to use the chart in combination with the codes. They don't always line up, but when they do, you got a good trade. This is a good trade. This should be an easy 20 ticks. Mathematics on this trade, very high. I don't know what just this trade in general is like batting 90%, but this one is, even out of that is a higher one than normal. Why? Because I just showed you, because of the daily chart. We're sitting at the very bottom of the daily chart. It just gave a short entry off of a tight code. I told you those are your good ones. Those are your and by the way, right down here, it's almost at the bottom of the 10 minute. So it's about to break the absolute bottom of the daily. It looks like it's just about 5 ticks underneath that, which it went to. Or wait, no, I think it went about three ticks maybe from the bottom where it went to. So the bottom looks like around 58 or so. So 58 down here is like the bottom of the daily chart. Once it breaks that, it just broke the bottom of the daily. And it's going to do it because we have a code 2 entry to go short. So it's going to do it. Mathematics very high. Okay, I'll come back, show it to you. Okay, it's going for the bottom here. I think it's going to break. Looks like, remember I said 58? Looks like it was the bottom. Let's see, was that? I think it was. It's hard to tell in the 10 minute, but I think so. It's hard to tell the exact tick because it's, in a higher time frame. But yeah, I think right there is the exact tick. So yeah, I think 58 is like the bottom. Or it might have even broke by a tick. I'm not sure at 58. It's close. But wherever it is, it's going to go down and break it again. And then that's going to be the break of the actual In other words, that's the bottom of the daily, the absolute bottom, and it's going to make a new bottom on the daily. So we'll be in free territory on the daily chart, free territory on the 10-minute chart, off of a code 2 short entry. I mean, there's no telling where it will go, to be honest with you. It could drop quite a bit. I mean, it really could during this code. Or it may be like, remember the other long entries? They only went a little bit and they went the other way, like yesterday, for instance, and I got out right at the right point. It could be the same thing as today. The same thing could happen today. It could look really super good, but it just doesn't make it. That's why going for 20 is high mathematics. Whenever doing something like this, you really want to keep that math high. Now, there's certain times that you can go for it and get a big trade, that's true, but mathematically speaking, it's not a very good shot to go for, because mathematically speaking, these 100-penny trades only come around every so often on this trade, so it's not a good thing to really go for. Go for 20 every day. Keep the math high. That's all you need. Okay, I'll come back. By the way, just as a quick reminder, this is a code 2 trade. Code 2 overrides code 1. If you do see any opposing entries off of code 1, pay no attention to them. You gotta remember, this is a totally different strategy. This is a code 2, not a code 1. This is mathematical based upon its own set of rules. Okay? Also, you see that I'm not playing with a break-even stop. Don't need one. Remember earlier today, I was playing with a break-even stop? Why? Because I was going long. And where were we on the daily? Down, the bottom. So I was playing with a break-even stop, playing conservative. Now I'm playing just the exact opposite. This is a code 2, tight range, coiled up, goes short off of a daily chart at the very bottom. And we're at the very bottom of a daily chart right now off of a code 2, go short trade. I mean, it doesn't get a whole lot better than that. And so I'm not going to play a break-even stop here. I'm going to let this thing go and let it slide down just for 20 ticks. The math on that is very high. So you see, that's what I'm doing. It's very simple, very easy. It's all mathematics. There's no reason to play conservative here, and I'm letting it go. Okay, be back. Just want to quickly point out that if I had been playing a break-even stop, that break-even stop would now be hit. Okay? Just want to point that out. That's why I'm not playing with a break-even stop. It's going down hard here towards the bottom. Straight down bars, you can see. A few ticks away from the bottom. Here we go. See if it's going to drop out here. It might. Guess not. Okay, so it's just going to take a little longer. But it's just going to go down. It'll make the 20 ticks. So I'll come back shortly. Now the question would be, for those of you out there say, oh, well, what's the mathematical chances of getting more? It's hard to estimate that. You can measure it every day. I don't know what it did yesterday. I don't remember now. I've been paying attention to so many different things and helping so many clients, and just, Anyway, I'm just going to do this one trade a day. That way I can help clients, and I can prove this, and I can do everything I need to do. But anyway, it's just going to go down. Math on it's very, very high. I'll come back and show it to you. Okay, it's trying to take a dive here. Let's see what it wants to do. Let's see here. Yeah. It's, it's going really slow. But it'll make it. It'll make it. And you always want to play it that way. And you say, why will it make it? Because the mathematics says it will make it. It makes it 20 ticks every day. Yeah. That's why I say go for 20 ticks. That's why the math is high, because not only do you get the entry right, but you get the exit right too. Start going for 30, start going for 40, you might start missing them, then you miss out. But if you hit the 20 every day, that's really all you need. Almost there. Okay, There's whoa. I guess I should have. Whoa, man, that was a big drop. Look at that. How much of a drop is that? That's 59 down to 17. That's a pretty good size for this code. That's pretty good size. See, now if I had gone for the 30 or 40, boom, be out right there. Made 30, 40 ticks just like that. So I would have got it. You know what I'm saying? But I went for the high math and got the 20. But see, right now, as a trader, you're going to kick yourself and you're going to say, "Oh man, I should have just went for it. Oh man, that I'm just going to start doing this from now on. You know, I'm just going to start going for them because I want to hit these things." Okay, well, you go. But let me explain the math to you. It's not always going to do this. In fact, it only is going to do this, remember I said earlier which ones to go for? To go for the ones that, are giving you a code 2 entry at the bottom of a daily chart. How often do those come around? Not too often. But they do come around with mathematical certainty and regularity. I don't know how often. It just depends. But it's not too often. But you will see them if you trade every day. Okay? When you see that, you can go for it. Those are special times. It's not something you'd want to do every day. But, but normally you're just going to want to go for the 20 ticks every day. Okay? And that's what I really am trying to teach here, is just to play the high math, even though you saw in front of your eyes this big, huge trade, right? But only on a special occasion. Well, this thing is really moving down, huh? See, this is, remember I keep talking about the 100 ticker? This is it. This is your 100 ticker right here. It's going to move 100 ticks. It's going to move 100 ticks from my entry, which was, what was my entry? It was about 49, 59. It was 69. 69 was my entry. So I got 69 short, 85.69. It should move down to like 84.69, I bet. Yeah, maybe. There's a good chance. Because some of the times these things will be good for 100 ticks. Just like a normal code 2 trade will be good for 100 ticks. So will this one be on special occasions. And I guess this one's it. I missed it. Oh well. I really wanted to demonstrate the power of going for 20 ticks every day and making it. Because there's great power in that. Even though you miss a big trade here and there, you play that 20 ticks every day. You could build up your account to whatever you want it to be. And I'm here showing that it works, almost every day. And that you can do it for yourself. And I'm teaching exactly how to do it. It's very simple, very easy. Some people have been, even people who've got the code, have been asking me, to clarify. And I've been doing that with everyone. Through email, through Skype, helping everyone to understand the exact logic behind this. Exactly how to play it. It's very simple, very easy. Anybody can do it. I could teach a 15-year-old how to do it. I could probably teach a 10-year-old how to do it, to be honest with you. That's how easy it is. So don't let anybody fool you. All of this works. I know it seems too good to be true, and you're really super skeptical, but are you not seeing it in front of your own two eyes? Don't take skepticism to a point where it shouldn't be taken. Healthy skepticism is good. Everybody should have that. But don't take it to a point of absurdity. Okay? There's no hocus pocus being shown here. This is all 100%. What you're seeing is what's really happening. Okay? And what my claim is that there really is a code. There really is a code. 100% guaranteed from a scientist. There really is a code. And I'm teaching it, and you can learn it. Okay? Alright, listen, so I'm going to come back tomorrow for you code traders out there. I know this is really helping you. I've been getting some good feedback, some good emails. I appreciate that because I'm glad that this is helping you. You know, I don't want to be doing this just for nothing. I'm here to do good works and to teach. So I appreciate the feedback, and I will do my best to keep trying to help you. And you know, this is fun. That can be fun stuff, don't you think? It's like almost like a video game that you make money at. All you gotta do is get good at it. So I will be back tomorrow tomorrow's Friday, to take the 1 trade per day. I might take some code 1 entries tomorrow, maybe. But I'll definitely be back for the one trade per day. We might have to back off to like 15 ticks tomorrow. We'll see. But anyway, still, a win is a win, right? Okay. Happy trading out there, traders, and I will see you tomorrow.